Saturday morning. The tournaments are nearing their apex. 68 is 8 on the men's side, and we'll reach 8 today in the women's bracket as well.
Plus, many happy returns for a couple of West Coasters. Steph back to lead the Warriors in New Orleans, and Mookie Betts is feeling much better in Los Angeles, and he's 14 games last season. Now look where we're at. But nonetheless, how nervous should teams be about taking on the Pistons? I don't know, the next month or two or into the playoffs?
Yeah, if I'm in the East, I want no parts of this Detroit Pistons team. Now, full disclosure, over the last few months, I have developed a mildly...
Love the obsession. Malik Beasley turning into Klay Thompson, huh? I like the comparison as well. This Pistons squad has been so fun to watch. We'll continue to keep a close eye on them because they are only a game and a half behind the Pacers for 4th in the East. Stick around, Des. Talk to you in a minute.
Is out indefinitely with essentially a blood clot in his calf. And even with Giannis, though, David, how convinced are you that this Milwaukee team might be one and done in the postseason?
I know. We go from a Detroit Pistons team that I love to a Milwaukee Bucks team to get out of the first round, which is unfortunate. When you had Dame and Giannis, they had a shot against anybody, just the offensive firepower. I just don't see it for them. I'm sorry. It's sad to say.
Yeah, and right now the Bucks would be in line to play the Knicks in the first round. Even though you're not buying my Knicks as contenders, I'm not going to take it personally. I'll let you live with that, David.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, you know what? I'll let you have that enthusiasm. They're coming off of a win.
You know what?
I'll let you have it.
It's early in the morning. I'll let you go. Thanks so much for the insight.
Dion getting paid, it seems like, just in time for his son to take center stage this Friday at his pro day. Which teams are going to be paying close attention to Shedeur?
Well, Shae, from what I'm hearing, the Browns at 2, the Giants at 3, have Shedeur Sanders at least at 1, so he'll have a home. Maybe the Vegas Raiders, that would be a good fit behind Geno Smith for a year or two. So certainly he's expected to go in the first round somewhere pretty high. That was one of my questions. But not a slam dunk in the top 3 based on the way that teams see him around the league.
Okay, there's always that quarterback, and I don't mean to put Shedeur in this box, that we just kind of sit and wait and watch, and we kind of see the sad face continue as the picks keep coming. We'll see what happens on April 24th. But this all kind of ties together because Russell Wilson's signing definitely impacted teams and what their decisions are going to be. The Steelers now wait on an Aaron Rodgers decision, of course. How sure of a bet, though, is it, or is it a sure bet, I should say, that Aaron Rodgers does become a Pittsburgh Steeler?
Yeah, Shae, I won't call anything a sure bet with Rodgers in his first 4 years. Nothing's imminent right now. And you can expect the unpredictable with Aaron Rodgers typically.
All right, but we've really narrowed it down. Steelers or retirement seems like two very definite paths for one Aaron Rodgers. Of course, the draft, again, April 24th. The Steelers pick 21st in that draft. You can catch the whole first round, by the way, on ESPN. Jeremy Fowler, thank you.
Thank you, Shae.
Look who's in the house. Jay Williams is here. We here. We're also neighbors, so we see each other often, but I'm not usually in studio. Jay Will's going to take us through that last-second bucket. I mean, Houston gets a good look. How'd they do it?
All right, so this was a pre-designed play defensively that they were trying to run for Purdue, and Matt Painter is really good at it. They've been doing that throughout the course of the game. Let me show you on the video what I mean. Look at the on-the-ball defender here, Braden Smith. It's called Xing out. There's a screen you're going to see at the top of the key.
Where's the video?
It's going to happen. I'm going to keep talking to get us there. Okay, so there's going to be that bit in to get both feet inbounds, so he's not. So you're going to see it. Literally, Braden Smith, this is a play on the screen, comes up. He leaves the ball, right, inbound play, gets both feet inbound to establish himself as credibility, and then goes up for the easy lay-in. It's a good play defensively. I would have never left the ball. I would have switched everything down at the end of the game. But still, that's the way Matt Painter does it. And they made the right read, and Uzan stepped in, both feet in bounds. Game over.
Ain't nothing but a thing. They said after the game there were 2 options. Obviously, they picked the right one.
And they practiced it the day before. Literally, they knew it was coming.
Practice makes perfect, so they knew it was coming and they executed. Elite 8 is here. It's nearly all chalk. I know you're taking credit for your bracket. We'll get there in a minute. But the point is, 3 of the games are one. But I always love to see some sort of Cinderella.
Okay. Things will happen again.
I love Cinderella stories, but it's okay. It's just who I am.
I get it. Just who I am.
Who I am. As for today, Texas Tech and Florida are going to square off in the NCAA tournament for the second.
And the lasting image that the Lakers had from that last game was a buzzer beater by Josh Giddey from 47 feet. Shae cannot stop talking about it. So why are you more concerned, though, with something else from that game?
Well, I can't stop talking about it either. That was the most incredible ending that we've seen since Reggie Miller in Madison Square Garden when I was watching Power Rangers. That was one of the great endings we'll ever see. But, yes, the long-term thing with the Lakers here is a word that I've been using since Luka got there, and that's about how they're going to hold up to that amount of games, that amount of intensity that's required for them to uphold that defense.
Yeah, the postseason is basically having another season after the regular season, so stamina is going to be important. Meanwhile, their crosstown rival, the Clippers, they won again, cruising against Brooklyn. They put up 132 points. Who's the best team in LA right now?
Amina.
Come on.
The Los Angeles Clippers are the
ESPN Bet's Tyler Fulgham here with us to get you the plays that you need to make. And of those 4 women's games today, what's jumping out to you?
Yeah, the one that's jumping out to me is the TCU Notre Dame matchup. And Notre Dame, the 3 seed, is favored by 7.5 this season. In that game, Notre Dame had an 11-point lead going into the 4th quarter. TCU outscored them 31-12. So that was, I think, the anomaly, that 4th quarter for Notre Dame. And they're going to be hungry to exact some revenge on this TCU team that is very, very good. But as Shae was saying, Olivia Miles, Hannah Huddle, I think we see a high-scoring affair no matter who wins this matchup.
Yeah, 2 teams with red-hot offenses. It seems like a no-brainer. Tyler Fulgham with the latest.